Aloha to everyone. In this video you will experience something that existed and exists in these times too. Well, let's say that ancient tribes and different cultures across the globe has records about this that you are going to see. Again, in a video or in a game, we may encounter something that is not only a fairy tale. And even nowadays there are people that describe such beings and experiences with them. So without spoiling anymore, let's see what I'm talking about. It's very crucial information, by the way. It is, because the ordinary people who doesn't have enough knowledge and abilities can't really understand or comprehend or even imagine the origin of their thoughts. So this is very useful information, so to speak, not coming from books but from a game. Let's enjoy.
As Yennefer of Vengerberg told it, there had been a magic explosion in Skellige. Related to Ciri's reappearance, it had destroyed a vast swath of forest. Geralt set out for the Isles to join the sorcerers and seek further clues of Ciri's whereabouts. The druid Ermion, however, had no intention of letting Yennefer examine the woods, so Geralt and Yen sought out Jarl Krakon Krayt, who helped break down the druid's resolve.
We'll be done in a moment.
And then a giant sea snake swam up and bit my arm off. The gods have spoken. A sacrifice is needed.
To my mind, it's about you defeating a snake, Jarl.
No, they demand a sacrifice. I'm sure of it. It's time.
We must wait for a clearer sign. At least till your next dreaming.
I don't need no more signs.
Looking for Ceres. Heard she stayed here.
An Krayt's daughter. Aye, she was here.
Where is she now?
What?
Ceres. Where's Ceres?
Dunno. Enough of the questions.
I say something wrong?
You must forgive the Jarl. Hasn't been feeling well of late.
Is he sick? He didn't seem quite right during Crach's feast, but...
Forgive me. I must go to him.
Where's Ceres? I've got to find her.
I don't know. Ask around.
Great.
Remember when that storm caught us in Ald's Bay? Aye, like it were yesterday. Ofcon fell overboard and near drowned.
Udalric dove in the waves and saved him.
'Twas the gods directed him. He said their voice commanded him to dive into the maelstrom. Too bad they didn't protect him from harm. Cut his shoulder to the bone. Wound then festered for a month.
Something I've always wondered. What do you witchers do once there are no basilisks, leshens, or giants around? Eh?
What can I do for you, traveler?
Can you trim my hair? Way it is now, it gets in my eyes.
Oh.
So long.
Heard Sarah struck in for a visit.
It is an honor to host Longclaif's daughter.
Sorry to interrupt.
You need something? Come, let's have a pint and a chat.
Thanks, but I'm short on time. Looking for a girl named Ceres.
Crachan Crate's daughter. She was here, but I've not seen her away.
Take care.
Now here's a family one. Not like my good-for-nothing Sven.
Greetings.
Ha! Nary a soul for months. Then one day guests from afar start dropping like rain in springtime. You weary traveller? Hungry?
Looking for Ceres, Jarl on Crate's daughter.
Ah, you found her. Or near to. Lass was just here.
Know where she might have gone?
Took an interest in our Jarl. Asked about his childhood. So I told her to see Bergthora and Eirik.
Who are Bergthora and Eirik?
Years ago, Eirik was close with the old Jarl. Was the Jarl that helped him win Bergthora's hand. They lived toward the east end of the village.
Take care.
Bless you. And my blessings to Ceres when you see her. Oh, Sven could be a hero like that.
Greetings. I'm looking for someone.
Lucky chap you are then. Truth be told, I'm taken, but village is brimming with lovely girls.
Lucky chap.
I'm looking for Ceres.
The skinny thing. Lovely doe eyes, true, and she's from an honourable house. But the lass is gaunt as a sapling.
I don't know where she is, and her father...
Ugh, tell Crach to calm down. No Skellige lass can perish in her own isles. All right, she was here a few hours. Went to find me man Eirik. Needed to talk, she said. They should be on the beach, t'other side of the isle.
Thanks. Take care.
Good luck searching.
Fucking mute dabber! Swarming like gulls around the waist heap. Ah, be sure we showed them.
We? Seem to remember you sitting on that rock crying for help.
Ah, but if not for me warning, you'd be herring bait about now.
And if not for me, you'd have sat on that rock till you died and rotted.
For the love of Freya, all right. Have it your way. You saved me, now what? What, need I march around the country singing in your praises?
No. Just tell me where to find Ceres.
Must be daft. You helped me with the Sea Devils, but that don't mean I'm willing to gossip about Uncrate's daughter.
Ceres was supposed to be at Udalric's, but wasn't. Starting to worry.
Should have said so at the start. She asked about our Jarl and his family. Went to Udalric's old family home. Yonder on the hill.
Thanks. Farewell.
So there is a shortcut through the mountains. Just let me remember. Seriously wrong here. Fresh footprints. Could be Ceres's. Ceres. Passed out. Gotta get her out of here.
What happened? Where am I? Oh, my head. Pain's just awful.
Got hit with something heavy.
Geralt? Why are you here?
Came to look for you. Croc's worried. Taking you home.
I won't go until I help Udalric. The sword! Where's the sword? I've got to go back!
You're not going anywhere. I carried you out of there a moment ago, half dead.
I have to!
You have to tell me what's going on. Why'd you go in there?
I wanted to help Udalric.
Sure, he was acting strangely, but I don't see how your stroll through a haunted house will help him.
It would have, if I'd only found the sword.
So what's this sword all about?
It's Brokvar, the ancestral sword of Udalric's clan. I needed to lift the curse that holds Udalric.
A curse?
Long story. Years ago, Udalric and his little brother butted heads over the sword. As custom has it, the clan's sword should go to the firstborn son, Udalric. But his father gave Brokvar to his little brother, Aki.
Serious insult in these lands.
Serious enough for Udalric to break a sacred law here in Skellige. He openly questioned his father's decision.
Guessing the old Jarl couldn't let it pass.
They chained Udalric to a pile, up to his waist in the sea. Spent 3 days like that. When his punishment ended, he and Aki sailed out to fish.
Got a feeling this trip didn't end happily.
Your feeling's right. There was an accident. A storm broke out and Aki fell overboard. Udalric had his hands full with the sails. Didn't hear his brother until it was too late.
Didn't hear? Or didn't want to hear?
Some folk on the Isle had the same doubt, but none would mention it aloud.
What do you think? Did Udalric kill Aki?
I don't want to jump to any conclusions. But I do think whatever happened at sea that day, well, it's affecting Udalric right now. Powerfully so. And it could have something to do with that sword.
What did you plan to do with the sword?
I thought Aki's ghost would want it back.
The brother's ghost?
Long as I remember, folk have said Udalric's the chosen one. The one the gods speak to. I believed it once. But now, considering certain things, I think he's just haunted. And it's his dead brother that's haunting him.
Daring theory. Not breaking any of your laws just by thinking it.
Don't care. I don't believe it's the gods talking. Have you seen him? He's covered in scars.
Thought he earned those in battle.
If you call the strife in his heart and head a battle, I've asked him about it. He said the voices command him to hurt himself for the glory of the gods. I think not. It's not the gods, it's Aki.
So you believe Aki's getting his revenge, because Udalryk let him die?
I've talked to Yort. He swears Udalryk didn't start hearing voices till after Aki's death. And I don't think Yort's mistaken. He knew both those boys from the cradle. I think we've to give Brokvar to Aki, and he'll leave Udalryk alone.
Not a bad idea, on condition it's a ghost we're dealing with. But something doesn't add up.
What's that?
Aki drowned at sea, said so yourself. But the ghost haunts this house.
Aki and Udalryk both lived here. Maybe that's why. Thanks for your help, Geralt. But I've got to get the sword.
Out of the question. I'll get it.
Really? Thanks. So I can go see Udalryk?
No chance. You're weak. Might pass out again along the way. Wait here, we'll go together.
Before we go, let's first get the place of power. Which is at the top of the mountain. Oh.
Magic. A place of power. Winds howling.
So came through here. Here it is.
What is this about?
Just let me see if there are chests. If you saw the shadow, good for you. So we leveled up and finally we may use Rent, which is just brutal. As I told you, ignore enemy defense and increase critical hit chance by 50%, and it deals damage. It deals more damage the more adrenaline points we have. we need level 26 and then level 30 for Warrow and Razor Focus. Instantly gain 1 adrenaline point when entering in combat, and the adrenaline point generated by sword balls are increased. Oh, I'll go for the Razor Focus first, and then I will go for Warrow. 22 level, 23, 4, 5. Yep, 30 level, it will be enough, and then I can focus on the science, because if you remember, I didn't want to be so OP in the beginning.
So, did you find the sword?
I found it. Let's go.
After you then. You and my dad, you were mates once, right?
Hope we still are.
But, well, I heard you fell out over something, or someone.
Talking about that story with Yennefer? Long time ago, that. In fact, that was before Croc met the woman who'd be your mother.
That you and Yennefer had already met?
Things were never cut and dried with Yen.
What is it about her? What is it that draws you?
Dunno. Maybe, it's 'cause I've never chosen comfort and ease. The calm and the quiet.
Will you stay long? Where's Yennefer?
Don't know. Why do you ask?
I just wonder why she let you come here alone.
What do you mean, let me?
Nothing. Not a thing. Just got the impression she doesn't like to let you out of her sight. Look, there they are.
Horridly bright out here. Stings the eyes.
The fresh air will do you good.
The gods won't be pleased.
Jarl, our guests, remember.
What happened to your hand?
I sacrificed it to the gods.
Forgive him, Jarl. Geralt's got more to learn about our customs. We're close to the gods in Skellige, and the chummier you are, the greater the offering you make. It's our belief that the greatest thing a man can offer is his pain, his suffering, the pure sacrifice.
To hear the gods is a gift, not a sacrifice.
These voices you hear.
The gods, their voices.
It's not the gods.
Watch your words, foreigner. You're in Skellige, our land, and we revere the gods here. If you weren't on Kright's guest...
Jarl, the Witcher surely meant no offense. Let us hear what he has to say.
More likely this is somehow related to your dead brother.
I told Geralt of Aki. We concluded that...
That the gods are angry at you, yet he's the reason. That's why you have to apologize. To Aki himself.
I didn't want to. Aki fell in the water. The gods will be angry.
Angry you want to make peace with your brother? Are the gods of Skellige that cruel?
They are that just.
Justice demands you return to the dead what is rightly theirs.
What would you have me do?
Remember where Aki fell in the water?
Near the Isle's eastern end, by the mouth of the bay. Current had swept us towards Ullula's Needle.
It's a dangerous spot. Treacherous eddies swallow a handful of sailors each year.
We need to sail there. Aki's ghost won't rest until Brokvar's returned to his remains.
No. No. The gods, they'll be angry. I feel it.
Fear not, Jarl. The gods love you, and they loved Aki. Surely they want this.
Well, maybe I can sail there. The sword should be returned. That's what matters. Makes no difference by whose hand. What do I look for? Did Aki have anything that'll help me recognize him? Something he was wearing that could survive all this time underwater?
Aye. Our clan ring.
That ought to be enough. I'm off.
Them old dandies come a-strutting, then we gotta drag their corpses out of the inn.
So let's first test finally rent. Of course, the strong attacks could be missed by the enemies. Good, as you can see, the critical hit damage is just that's why usually you use the Gwen, so they remove your Gwen and then you attack them with the super strong attack. The crooked must mark the spot, but not just any fool can find the treasure. When we have a specific rune word, we will be able to increase our area of effect damage of Rent and Whirl. So, Sirens. That doesn't sound right.
I never knew a man as brave and as God-fearing. I feel shame. Don't know I'd be able to make that kind of sacrifice.
Praise Udalric. There is no greater Jarl than him. Something I've always wondered. What do you witchers do?
Why'd you do it?
Last night. What is this?
Udalric. The voice has commanded him to poke out his eye.
What? Why'd you do it?
Such was the will of the gods. A sacrifice for Aki.
What did the gods want? Exactly. Do you remember? What did they tell you?
They were angry. A voice said, "You vile wretch, you didn't help Aki, and now you failed to sail out to beg his forgiveness. Poke out your eye, suffer, and regret the evil you've wrought."
When did the gods speak to you? Right after I left?
Shortly after. Sleep came over me, so I lay down. 'Twas then they revealed their will to me.
You always asleep when they speak to you?
Always.
What do you see then? Do they try to summon you anywhere specific?
My old home. They command me to light torches, then speak from the shadows.
The gods ever show you their form, or are they always just a shadow?
Once, I steeled myself, gathered my courage, and in my dream made my torch burn bright. I saw a hazy figure sitting in shadow then.
The gods speak from the shadows, you said. Is that why you don't allow any lights in here?
In my dreams. At times I see their form, when the torches burn bright.
To see the gods is a great honor. Maybe with more light in your house, you'd see them when you're awake as well.
Lesser men are unworthy. They cannot gaze upon their faces.
The gods always demand you offer them your suffering?
Only that pleases them, so they ask for more and more.
I returned the sword, but nothing's changed. It's not his brother's ghost that haunts him, tortures him.
What's wrong with him?
Can we talk somewhere in private?
The guest room. Come. Well, know what it is?
It's a Heim, a post-conjunction creature. Very rare and very dangerous. It latches on to men who commit vile deeds. It feeds on their pain for years, fueling their guilty conscience. In the end, Heims force their victims to mutilate themselves.
Sounds unpleasant. Any way to defeat it?
Two methods that work. In theory. Witcher's bestiaries say you have to spend a night in the Heim's lair with the affected individual.
The haunted house, you mean? It's hardly cozy, but I wager you've slept in worse conditions.
It's not about sleeping. You've got to draw the Heim out. It has to emerge from the shadows, show itself. Can't hurt it otherwise.
And it's sure to give as good as it gets.
You've seen Udalric. It won't be an easy fight.
What's this other way?
They say a Heim can be tricked. You have to pretend to do something horrible. Then it'll move on to you as its new victim. When it realizes it's been tricked, it'll be forced to leave.
Great. Let's try it.
Don't know anyone who's pulled it off.
Well, maybe no one's thought up a trick that was good enough. I know you're doubtful, but we should at least try to find a way to trick the Heim.
Might not be as simple as it seems. Besides, neither method's perfect.
What do you mean?
Udalric might not survive an entire night in the Heim's lair.
You think the Heim... Would it try to kill Udalric?
No, that would mean losing its host. But Udalric could just... expire. He's weak, and the house will summon painful memories. Whereas to the Heim, that'll be an opportunity. The more pain the Heim causes Udalryk, the stronger it'll grow.
And the more dangerous it will be to you. And what about the other method?
The Heim's a demon, and demons are notoriously hard to fool. Plus, the trickster can't know it's a trick.
What?
The Heim attacks those who have a guilty conscience, truly believe they committed a foul deed. The Heim strengthens their regret and feeds on it. Meaning, if the new host doesn't feel true sorrow, the Heim will sense that.
Yes. So, for this to work, if either of us has an idea, we can't tell the other one about it.
Exactly.
Both methods seem risky, but I still think we should try the trick.
Don't know that I'm convinced.
Just please don't tell me you have to consult Yennefer on such things as well. If we fail to think of anything, we can always try the Witcher's way.
What is it with you and Yennefer? Mentioned her several times already.
Nothing. I've just noticed that you're often of one mind.
Saying I'm henpecked.
Not that you're especially different. Seems to happen to all men. Take a rowdy Skelliger, a brave knight or a tough Witcher. You all end up wrapped around some woman's finger.
Uh-huh. So to prove you wrong, I gotta do what you say now?
As long as my name is not Yennefer, no one will call you henpecked for that. And remember, if we can't think of a good trick, we can still do it your way.
Fine, let's try to trick the Heim.
Good decision.
Haunted house. The Heim's lair. Only place where anything like this could work.
After you, then.
No reason to delay.
That's the ground.
Usually, you can choose what to do, but for real, I will make the harder decision, which is not to trick the Heim, but to kill it, so he won't escape and possess another victim, but we will eliminate him.
Solid craftsmanship. Fitter must have been from the continent. Ciri. No, it's impossible. Damn it. Looking to discourage me? Good. Means you're scared.
Creating illusions.
An old cradle. Must have belonged to Udalryk or Aki.
Geralt!
Come up with anything?
Yes, I have a plan. One that just might work.
Can I get any details?
You've got to wait for me here. I won't be long.
Anything else?
Said yourself, you can't know the details. So no, nothing else. You simply gotta trust me.
Hope you know what you're doing.
So do I. So, can we start?
I'm ready.
All right, I'll be back soon. In the meantime, get a fire going in the oven.
Over there! She's running to the old house!
Grab her!
Take him. You must put him in the oven. Trust me.
Take care not to hurt the child. Give me the babe.
In the oven. Throw him in the oven.
Ceres had a plan, but we'll do it my way.
I'll deal with you later. Let's go.
The Heim won't leave on its own. This isn't over!
Just made yourself an enemy.
I'd have made no such thing if you'd only trusted me.
And tossed an infant in the oven? I don't think so.
The babe would have been fine. Round back the oven there's another door. I'd have pulled the child out before the flames could even warm him. The Heim would have thought you'd kill the tyke. It would have abandoned Udalric. I'd have showed it the babe then, safe and sound. It would have had to go.
Not a bad scheme. Just risky. I'd rather do it the Witcher's way. Let me talk to Udalric. I'll explain what you wanted, what happened here. What Ceres did, don't hold it against her. She wanted to help, banish the voices that haunt you.
Help! Casting my babe in an oven!
Things'll calm down. You'll talk, figure it out. She had the best intentions. Important you know that.
Yet she did not win your trust.
'Cause I decided to solve this the Witcher's way. I know what haunts you, whispers in your ear, commands you to hurt yourself. It's neither the gods nor your brother.
But I hear it. Clear as a bell. The voice speaks.
The voice is that of a Heim. The creature feeds on the guilt you feel for not helping Aki. Good news is we can defeat it.
And the bad?
We gotta survive a night in its lair. Your old house.
No. That'll end badly. It can't end well. I can feel it.
Get yourself together. If we're to stand a chance, you need to be strong. You need to be a Skelliger.
I am a Skelliger.
We need to prepare the house first. Light some torches in the main room. Make sure they illuminate every nook and cranny.
And then?
Then you just need to show up. I'll take care of the rest.
Fear not, Jarl. We'll tend to everything. You should rest in the interim.
Good idea. Meantime, I'll place the torches.
Udalric. I'd have never let your babe be hurt, you know that. It was a trick. We wanted to cheat the creature that haunts you. But a hair on the tyke's head would have been harmed. There's a door the other side, and I pulled the little one out of the oven right away. No flames would have touched him. The Heim would have thought Geralt killed the child. He'd have had to abandon you for the Witcher. But when he saw your son safe and sound, he'd have had to go.
Oh, I think the Heim is a specter. Yeah. Some men have good reason to fear their own shadows. Monsters most commonly claim innocents as their victims. Tardy merchants, reckless children and travelers who wander into dark woodlands out of misplaced curiosity. None of the above need fear Heims, however. These raids only latch on to particularly despicable individuals who have committed some unspeakable crime. To all others, they remain completely invisible. When they do show themselves to the one they torment, they appear as a tall, shadow-clad, humanoid silhouette with long, sharp claws. Igni, Spectre and Moondust. Of course, the real version of these guys, or beings, is far more tricky. We only need to try exit the matrix and you will alarm them.
What you did.
Oh.
It's hard to believe anything.
Let's deal with this. Although we will have no armor again, we are continuing our Blue Tunic challenge with almost no damage reduction. Only from our clothes. When you're ready, talk to Udalryk. We are ready. I have prepared my decoctions. Alright. It's time.
So, ready?
A Skellige's always ready. To defeat his foes, or fall in battle trying.
Only one to fall today will be the Heim.
Need I prepare? What will happen?
I'll light the torches in the main room. That and your presence will enrage the Heim eventually. It'll show. That'll be my chance to hurt it.
And me? What am I to do?
Just hold out. It'll whisper to you, tell you to do things. Could be more intense than usual. Definitely won't try to kill you, though.
I'll keep it together. I'll try.
That's great. But if it's not enough, if the Heim starts to get to you, I'll use a sign that'll calm you down.
So be it. Shall we start?
Let's start. Think pleasant thoughts, don't let the Heim drag you into guilt. And pray to your gods I'm not wrong.
The Baron song. Oh, thematic. Alright. Few enemy first. Alright, let's just first get this one. And this one, of course.
It's here.
Yeah, it is. You pathetic creature.
Gotta calm him or this won't work. Calm down. You can do this. Now get back behind the torches. Heim's gone. I can't see it.
I saw it sink into the ground.
Into the ground? Must have weakened it enough so it hid deep within its lair, in the guts of the house. Listen carefully. I gotta go downstairs, finish off the Heim before it regenerates. Don't move.
Alright. We did it. Yeah, I know that I risk because I didn't have Gwen, but still doesn't matter.
It's over.
over?
I killed the Heim. You're free. Let's get out of here.
Well?
It worked.
What's happening? My head's spinning. I'm spinning in a maelstrom.
Geralt, you said it was over.
That's just fatigue. In time, his mind will return to normal.
What? What will I do now?
You're disoriented, but don't worry, it'll pass.
I feel as if someone's torn something from me.
That's normal. The Heim was a parasite. Bonds between parasites and hosts can be strong. That's why you feel empty now. Give it a few days, weeks, you'll be fine.
Thank you. I think. Farewell.
I'll go with him. He seems confused.
Good idea. Then what? What are your plans?
I'll stay a few days, make sure he's healthy. And you? Gonna stay on Speaker Rock?
Don't know yet. Gotta gather my thoughts.
I'm sure Yennefer must be growing impatient.
Thought we already discussed that.
We did. Farewell, Witcher. Favorable winds and following seas to you.
To you too. So long.
King's Gambit. Nice reference to the chess. But still, before we move to this quest, we really need to do Echoes of the Past, otherwise we won't get the full experience. So, but before we do this, let's make this question mark, this here for the Ursine crossbow, and then we'll go here and continue with the main quest. By the way, these secondary quests are very important, and you understand why it is good to help them, not only because you decide what will happen with Skellige, who will be the ruler, but because eventually we will need help from our friends. So the more friends you have, the better. That's how a game here in the Witcher universe, it depends on your choices, how the whole story will continue to reveal. I'll stop the video now, and in the next video we will continue. Thank you all for watching. We will see each other again.